So good to see some faces on here, even a couple minutes early.
Well, I had to jump on and ask you about that email thing.
Oh, which email thing? Sorry.
So this the one we were bouncing messages back and forth in the group.
In the
So
community forum.
I got the HTML working.
Oh,
The
cool.
key question is, how's usage tracking done? Is it if someone was chatting with a pickaxe, obviously it's racking up credits. What happens with email? Is it tracking things against an email address, or is that untracked today?
So, uh, it is done against the email address, to my understanding. But to be honest, it is a pretty new feature, so I'm not sure if you're finding that you're able to exchange more than 5 messages and you've set the limit to be 5,
Yes.
that's something we should just take a look into and update. In our excitement to get it out, maybe we missed something with the conversation tracking, but that is how it should work.
That's what I was hoping for, and that would be perfect. It's not currently working that way, so it'd be great
Okay,
if there's some
let me
tuning there.
just
But
make a note here.
thank you. And yes,
Um,
super excited about this feature. Thank you.
yeah, I've really enjoyed it. Let me just write this down. Apply to email address. Um, Not working. It's actually, I mean, just the fact that it like does maintain the thread, um, is super cool to me. And we've been using it a lot ourselves.
Yeah, no, this is awesome. Thank you guys for rolling that out.
Yeah, awesome. And thanks for being a participant in our community and asking about it on there. I know I was a little late to respond to you there with that HTML question. I checked myself and I was like, oh, we could make it easier to do this. So I'm glad that did end up getting working. Cool. Well, welcome everybody to office hours. Next question. Who's got it?
I've got one.
Okay.
For some reason, I'm starting a new pickaxe for a client, and I'm having memory issues. In that the memories aren't loading. Like it isn't taking the memories and capturing. It's capturing them in our other client's one, but not this one. I'm wondering if I'm missing something, or I'm screwing something up, or what, because I put in to like remember the people's names, and I even made a pickaxe just to ask them their name to test it out, and
Makes sense.
It's not remembering it. Like I'll say it, and
Could we,
tells me.
could we take a look if you share your screen?
Yeah, give me 1 second here. I gotta.
Yeah. I've had so many conversations in the last week. I've started a new campaign of having conversations with folks who are really new. And it has just hammered home how freaking confusing the different things are here. So we're working hard, particularly in the next month, to make them less confusing. I'm excited about it. But happy to look over this, John, and we can see what's going on. Okay.
All right.
So cool. We're in this Ariana J studio.
Yeah.
Can we go over to users there where it says users and user memory? I just want to check this. Give it a second here. Sometimes for some reason this takes a minute to load.
Yeah, it's been taking a really long time.
Okay, so this looks good. It should be doing collect and use, track the value of these. But okay, some specific stuff in here. Remember every user's name and email address. That makes sense to me. Okay, can you go back over to the memory tester? Ooh, okay. So we see friendly greeter from Ann Arbor did use it. Is somebody saying hello?
Ones that I've been testing.
Okay, cool.
Okay, I copied the studio.
Would you mind clicking on friendly greeter from Ann Arbor?
Oh, right here.
Yeah. Okay. This is just helping me get to the bottom a little bit here. Sometimes this does take a little while. Interesting. Huh. I wonder why it looks like you talked to this one a while ago. It should have actually both a summary and a user memory at this point. Can you scroll down a little bit? Has anybody else used it?
Oh,
There was another person.
well,
Actually, if you scroll
it's been
down further.
me.
It's still you, but it thinks you're a different person at least. Can we click
Yeah.
on one of those? Just one of those people. Okay. Interesting. Huh. Interesting. Well,
Yeah, I switched
that's,
to somebody
I
else
don't
to
know.
test it out because I was like, okay, is it just something universal? But when I went to one of our other people, it worked just fine.
Okay, well, wait a second. When you went to one of your other studios, it
Yes,
worked okay. But this studio, for some reason, it's not working.
correct.
That is interesting. Would you mind if you scroll up to the top? Could you send this to me in the chat, just the link to this, and I could just test it real quick?
Do you want this one here?
Yeah, I'm just going to test it real quick. If you don't mind. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I told it some very important information about myself. If you refresh this page, we should make a little refresh button. Let's see. Okay, things I'm in Berkeley. Okay. Interesting. Uh-oh. Huh. Okay.
And it's a
Well,
private account. I did check that to make sure.
yeah. No, it should be working. I don't know why it isn't. Let me just check something. Okay. Well, John, I wish I could help you right here on this call. Unfortunately, I've done the things that I can check, and it looks like it should be working. You seem to have set it up properly. The only thing I can think is that something I don't understand is going wrong. It's great that it's working for the other studios. It's unfortunate that it's not working for this one. But if you would just send an email to info@pickaxeprojects.com that includes the link to this tool, we will take a look specifically at this problem and try to get to the bottom of what's going on.
What?
Say again?
I said, cool, thank you.
Oh, before we move on to the next person, let's just try refreshing one more time. See if maybe it was a time issue. Sometimes it does take a minute or two to actually do the memory, but may or may not be. Not looking promising.
Rare, exotic.
Okay. Well, John, thank you for bringing that up, and we'll take a look.
Okay. Thank you.
David, I don't know. You've got some accents there.
Yes. Am I the next one?
Oh, no, just on your name. I was like, I don't know if that's said differently from David or.
Yeah, it's David.
Oh, David. Okay. Cool. Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you guys.
Did you have a question?
Yeah, I have. So I was just asking, like, is it my turn? That's what I was asking.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. It is your turn, I think.
All right. So I have a couple mentions, probably a couple questions, but also like suggestions. So the biggest one that I realized that we have really good success with Pickaxe using your own like big knowledge base and big prompt. And the only thing that we had problems with the voice output. I have created a custom solution So I'm using 11 labs. So as the feed is going, it's going like real time reading out the stuff. But I was just
Cool.
asking, was about to ask you guys that if you are planning to include that inside Pickaxe, because I know VoiceFlow can do that. So probably, guys, you can also implement that. And I think that's a powerful feature that you could just turn on and off.
Yeah, the reason why we've not done that is because in order for voice to work well, it needs to be pretty fast. Because, well, at least in my mind, we didn't really think there's a huge use case to the voice of like click a button, record, and then click a button to say. I think what people really want is a back and forth conversation, just boom, 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 boom.
This is what I did, and also VoiceFlow. You can't do that. I just overlaid the text to speech model over your Pickaxe, and it's like reading out real time what you are generating.
Oh, cool.
The exact text. It's possible.
Well, I think it's a good idea. And I appreciate the feature suggestion. Yeah, I think we are it's one of the things that's always like fourth on our list, but it's like fourth on our list forever. But if you have the custom code to do it, please put it here if you wouldn't mind sharing it, because we
Okay,
look at this community script
Actually,
section.
I mean, sorry, I'm using no code, and it was pretty easy. I just prompted probably, what did I prompt? V0 and later GitHub, and it did it like in probably a couple minutes, and it worked. But
That's
I'm
awesome.
going to send
Yeah.
you guys the ways, or I mean the prompt that I use, and yeah, that's it. And I think I might share with you, Nat, the link, and you can test. So yeah, I think it's a huge use case because a lot of people are audio like centered, and especially if somebody has like ADHD or attention stuff, it's very good if they can see and listen to at the same time, or just listen. We are doing it for a coaching like
Totally, yeah.
clients, and it's pretty good. Because you have
It's
the
a
voice
great
input
suggestion.
already. You have a voice input. They can talk to the stuff, and then our coach is talking back, so they don't need to type. They don't need to read.
If I might ask, it's really cool that you've been able to put it together. Since you have been able to put it together, why do you need us to do it? I guess,
I mean,
maybe not to beat around the bush.
because we are launching that for multiple coaches, and they would love that.
Okay. Yeah, makes
so
sense.
that I don't need to, and I
Okay.
don't need to like a custom code that. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Well, that's great. Yeah, I would appreciate it if you'd send that over. We'd love to take a look at it. I just sent this link to the community script section of our
Yeah,
community forum.
I copied it. I copied it. So
Yeah. If we put something there, oftentimes we'll look at what's there and we'll say, oh, David was able to do this. This is how he did it. This is working well for him. Let's just do it like that. That's actually how we got the stop button on the site that we now have, as well as drag and drop file upload that we now have, both through that pathway. So please, if you just add it, we'll just take a look, because it's a little bit more than just that you got it to work. It's also like how it works. And if you're saying it works well, how it looks, how it sounds, we can move forward with it.
Yeah, cool. Okay, next question is really quickly. We are using it behind our paywall and behind our own platform. So the user logs in using our like Supabase backend. My question is there any way that we can get the conversation history, so Pickaxe will remember that, even though or users doesn't use your like login, like they just use our platform login?
You can do that. My understanding is you're using embeds then. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
if we are using embed, yes.
Okay, cool. Hmm. Well, let me just take a look at our API here with the most recent version of the documentation. One moment. You're doing okay. So the way to do it is there will be a cookie that the API puts that contains the user ID for Pickaxe. And all you have to do is grab that user ID. And then when you're using the API, you can pull the conversation history. And that's a perfectly valid way to do it. I'll show you here one moment. You can use the API to grab it, or another way to do it is you can set up a conversation ended webhook. And what this will do is automatically send the history tied to that user ID 30 minutes after the conversation ends. So those are two different ways to grab it.
All right. So it's going to be, but like whenever my user starts another conversation with the Pickaxe, like I'm just going to use my Supabase to then feed back to the new Pickaxe history, like the current one, because whenever a new user, or whenever my user starts a Pickaxe, it's a clean sheet from the Pickaxe side because we are not using your login.
Well, it shouldn't be. Are you sure that it is, or do you just think that it is? I guess is a question.
I'm just thinking. I'm just thinking because
yeah. So on the embeds, we drop cookies to try to track users across sessions. So actually already, without any work on your part or any connecting to Supabase or any of that stuff, if you have multiple chatbots embedded on your site, most of the time, it will remember the user between sessions. And it will carry user memory over between sessions.
And the history.
And they will have access to their history. Yeah. Like, just as an example, let's say I drop, so we have this embed on our website. This is not in a studio. This is just an embed here. I can go here and demoing this live. So hopefully this will work. There we go. Lots of times I've talked to this thing. So my history is actually saved, even though this is not at all connected with our authentication. So I would just take a look, because I guess what I'm saying is it might already be working.
Yes.
Another, for those of you, I mean, David, you seem like you're pretty technically inclined, and we don't currently have a Supabase connector for authentication, but it's something we've talked about. Actually, you're probably the first customer to bring it up in like 6 months, but it's something we totally could do. However, something that you can do that you might not know, I'll show you, is you can actually turn on login in the embeds themselves. I won't do it for this one, but I'll do it for, say, this one. And what this will do, this is a fail safe. Like, let's say that, you really, the cookies should do it. But if you want to be double extra sure it's tracking, you can turn on email login, and it will just ask for their email. It'll send them an email. They'll click the link in the email. The email is gray labeled, it's white labeled. It doesn't say Pickaxe, doesn't say anything. It just says, hey, here's the link. Please click it. Boom. They'll be logged into the embed. You'll have their email address. For the next 6 months, they won't have to do it again. It'll just remember them. Yeah. So, yeah, anyway, sorry to overwhelm you with that answers there, but
Yeah, that's cool. That's
Lots
cool.
of
We
ways
have the
to make it
record,
easy.
so I can
Yeah.
watch it back as well.
Yeah.
Also, I have also a rookie question about the token usage.
Yeah.
Can you open
Okay.
the token like on the Pickaxe page, from the Pickaxe page, the token limits?
Okay. So we're on a Pickaxe page. Sorry.
Yes, edit Pickaxe.
Oh, edit Pickaxe. Okay, perfect. Yeah.
Yes. And I
And
think
we're talking about this stuff here, right?
no. Configure, I guess.
Oh, we're talking about this stuff.
Token
Okay.
lengths. Yes. I think it could be useful for others as well. So I was thinking like the max output length is that the maximum that I'm going to allow the Pickaxe to ramble to the user, and
Exactly.
but
That's a good way to put it.
okay, but if it
It is
just
rambling.
gives out like 2,000, even if I allow like 200,000, but it uses only 2,000, then only the
Yeah.
2,000 is counted in the full like token usage, right?
That is exactly correct. Yeah. This is just the max limit.
Possibility.
You can still,
Yes.
yeah, you can still prompt it to be short, and you will only be billed everything like for what it actually does, not the limit.
Mhm.
You know?
Yeah. So and also the input is the same that
Yeah.
so the input is
Like if I put this,
the user asks the chatbot, for example, and it means that how much is the longest entry that the user can enter, right?
exactly. Yeah. Let's say I put this down to 10, and I start saying some stuff, hello, whatever. Oh, it actually won't let me continue. It's
Yeah,
blocking
got
me.
it. But if we have like a longer history, then these go into the memory buffer, if I'm correct, right?
The memory buffer I've been trying to get rid of for a while. It's kind of complicated, but the most important basic way to understand it is, yes, the history basically goes in and counts against these tokens. And basically you should just put this really high unless you're worried about
Yeah.
costs.
Yeah.
If you're worried
if
about
you-
costs,
If you default it to max, a lot of new users, I think, will just not have to worry about it because only
I
a
think
few
we're
people.
going to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, what
I
happened
tell
was,
you I can tell you my concern because I was using different models,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
I was worried about like if I put this into too much, maybe it controls or restricts the input or the output tokens because the memory buffer is already too much. So what do you
It
think?
does
What is
not.
the best strategy?
It just drops the beginnings of the conversation from the active token context. But that's usually okay because if you're 100 or 200 or 300 messages into a conversation, you probably can understand what the first and second messages were from context clues. But overall, we were actually about to get rid of this anyway, as Thomas was suggesting. We didn't do it because we changed to this new billing system where costs became more of an issue, and we decided to hold off. But David, the best strategy is just probably to leave it where it is, or maybe extend it if your users are having like 100 exchange long conversations. And beyond that, just don't worry too much about it.
And one other idea, if cost and token length are both a concern, there's one model that will solve both of those problems, and it's Grok 4 Fast. It has a 2 million token.
Yeah, that's what I'm using. That's what.
Okay.
Yeah. So 2 million token. Yes. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So in that case, you should just put this up to 1 million or 500,000 and forget
Mm.
about it. And we actually
Mhm.
are going to change the defaults of this pretty soon.
Yeah, I actually had a problem with like the other, even with the Flash. I don't know why, but I even like sent a bug report that it truncated my responses, and when I changed
Oh,
it to Grok, then it worked. I don't know why, because
huh.
the input and output limit was like properly set up. So I don't know if you have ever got feedbacks that like some models can just stuck
We
just
have
because you are
gotten
using
that. It's
and
something we're always trying to figure out why it's happening. Sometimes it has to do with us. Sometimes it has to do with the model itself.
yeah, that's why I was trying to do the custom API, but I realized that you sunsetted that function. So are
Yeah,
you sure that it's not a problem because you are like bypassing, or like you are like one more uh door to the APIs? So it's not the limit
it's
of
not a
that?
problem with our keys because I get notifications and we monitor that pretty closely. I think it's probably either a problem with just like a slowdown or something going on with their service. You might be surprised or might not be surprised that these APIs actually have problems. I would say on a given day, one of them is having a problem.
Mhm.
Sometimes that's Grok, sometimes it's OpenAI, sometimes it's Claude. In fact, I shouldn't have started with Grok because actually I don't think we've had a problem with Grok yet. But Claude, OpenAI, Google, we've had problems with. Um, yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's it from now for me.
Thank you so much
Thank you
for
very much.
asking these questions. Please post the thing or send it to us. We will implement it once we see your implementation. It's just seeing your implementation
Perfect.
really helps us understand
All
what works
right.
and what doesn't. Thank you. MW.
Hey, can you hear me okay?
Hey.
Hey,
Yeah.
it's Marcus, by the way. I just couldn't change my name.
Oh.
I couldn't figure out how to change my name. But so
It's
I'm
okay.
new here, so I want to be brief. I'm certain people have more important questions than mine. I'm just coming over from company FormWise, and you guys are like amazing. It's like going from iPhone 8 to iPhone 17. I love your setup. Couple questions I had though. One is, do you have the ability to do chain of thought prompting with your agents with the build out? I didn't see that anywhere, but it could be, again, I'm new to the platform, so maybe I just didn't see that.
What specifically do you mean by that? Do we have the ability to chain multiple different tools together?
Well, so one of the things that, the other company had, the one thing that I did like about it is the fact that it allowed you to kind of separate your prompt. So one prompt will generate its output and then it'll push it right down to the next level, So if we have people filling out forms, the first half of the form, they will generate an answer, then it will move on to the next section and so on and so forth. And you can keep doing that if need be. So do we have that ability?
Yeah. We don't have it for forms as much as we have it for chats, but
Okay.
you can kind of do it for all of them. You go to actions over here.
Okay.
And you go to your pickaxes here, and you'll see the other ones in your studio. And you can connect these, and it's basically connecting it in a chain.
Okay.
If that makes sense. So you can then chain them on top of each other and have them all work one after the other.
Okay, and that's called the automatic pickaxe builder. Okay.
Oh, no, so sorry.
Yeah.
These are just my other tools in here.
Oh, those are,
But you
okay.
just have
So
to,
those are your tools.
yeah.
So it's just an action.
You go to
Okay.
actions, and then you'll
Gotcha.
go to your pickaxes,
Okay.
and you will see all the other tools that you have, and those are like your other prompts, and you can just have this tool call on those tools. And then even you could have those tools call on other tools and just chain it together however you need.
Okay, awesome. My one other question was, as far as allowing members or free users in, I know we can give them a certain amount of credits. Now, do we have the ability to have that renew every month? Like if we say you had 5 free credits a month and as a free user,
Yeah.
they can do that? Okay.
Yes. So let me just show you real quick. Let's just get there. Come on now. Okay, let's go maybe here and here. Okay, so this is the number of users, people who are completely guests, right? We're talking have not even given you their email address yet.
Okay.
This is per month. We don't let you change it. It's just per month. The reason why we kind of make it that way is because if somebody hasn't even given you their email address, the tracking isn't even good enough always to know if it's a different person or the same person coming back next month. So it refills per month.
So that's just
Then
open. Anybody can use that as far as the 5 free credits.
anybody,
Anybody can use it.
yeah,
Okay. Not even anybody.
in the wild.
Gotcha.
Then you would make one of these products.
Okay.
And so I'll make one. And you'd actually, if you want it to be when people give you their email, you'd make it free. So obviously, right, they can just get it once they've signed in.
Okay.
And you can give them a certain number of credits, say 50. And you can make it one time, daily, weekly, monthly, yearly.
Okay. I got you. Okay. Yep. That was it for me. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Good to see you. And we do these twice a week. Please,
twice.
happy.
Yeah. I'll have a lot more questions next week, but that's it for now. Thanks, guys.
Great. Tyler, hey, long time no see.
How you doing, man? Good to see you again.
Good to see you too. I'm sure you were interested by David's questions earlier. I feel like we were talking to you about similar things long ago.
Yeah. Yep, you were. Indeed. Yeah, so you may recall, I'm with Brand Builders Group, Julie Holmes, that whole deal.
Julie Holmes.
Oh, Julie.
I miss Julie.
Yeah, she's awesome. So we are in transition. We have an app for our members and we are moving to Circle finally, which is awesome.
Okay.
So here's my question. It might just be that, I've set something up incorrectly. Just want to run it past you. So we are doing, some Circle embeds, which I love. You guys have that feature. So cool. We do have the email login turned on. We want it that way. Now what's happening though is, I logged into one like with kind of my test account and then I bounced into a different test account and it's still logged in on a different like Circle.
That's super interesting. That's not what I was expecting you to say. And that so makes perfect sense. Probably we just have not really considered people logging in with multiple different accounts. I don't think we log you out when you log in. So
because I even like tried chatting with you, like, yo, log me out of here, dude.
Okay. Well, look, I honestly just think it's something we had not considered, but it's probably a pretty straightforward thing to do. I can write it down as long as the login is basically working. I mean, obviously,
it worked. It got in. It recognized me, but then, like I said, when I went into a different test account, it still thought I was that other me.
Yeah. Let me just. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think we just need to make sure that it's logging out properly if you're logging into a new one.
Yeah, because basically, we just want because some of our clients will have access, some won't type thing. So it's like we want them to verify, each time they said they would go into the new app and try to use one of these things. We want to make sure that it's someone who gets the access.
Totally. Yeah. And well, it brings to mind even the idea of allowing you guys to log people out by API. But that's down the line. But okay, I'm going to take a look at that. I wasn't expecting people to have multiple different accounts. I think we kind of just thought of it as we always forget about testing. We just think about the user themselves, because if it's the user themselves, they probably only have one account. It's probably going to be okay. But as you're testing it, you're like, I don't know what the heck is happening. I'm logged into 5 accounts.
Totally.
Is that approximately correct?
Yeah, because like I don't know if you recall, back when you spoke with Julie and stuff, like one of the things we've set up is like we have a separate Pickaxe for like brand memory sort of. So it's like all the work they're doing in whatever Pickaxe, they save it to a spreadsheet that goes into, it's a whole thing. But because of that, then whatever bot they're talking to, it will recognize who they are based on that email, and like they're saved specific fields that like we're copying into this spreadsheet, so like I want to be able to go in and
Makes sense.
what do you know about me? And it'll be like, oh, Tyler, you're a musician from blah blah blah. What do you want to do today with your brand? So it has to know based on that unique identifier of the email who it's speaking to, but also as far as just making sure people aren't getting access who also shouldn't have access.
If you could do me a favor, actually, so we are going to look into this, but actually, if you just, you might still have my call booking link. If you can just book a call with me,
Absolutely.
we can spend a half an hour going through this together, because I think you guys are one of the more advanced folks, like deep into using Pickaxe in all these different platforms. You were some of the early people pushing some of this identity stuff. So happy to sit on with you for half an hour and just
Love it.
go through what's happening.
Yep, that works for me. Yeah, I should still have your booking link. I do believe. I'll go and see if I can.
Awesome. Yeah, we'll get it worked out. Thanks for jumping on as well.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Glad the circle embed is working.
Yeah,
at least basically.
it's slick. Yeah, I was stoked when I got in there. It's very cool.
Yeah. Alex, I see you've got your hand raised. Hello again.
Quick one for you. So I did some quick testing on the emails, and nope, it's not tracking against the email address as far as usage. So I just wanted to verify that is not working as expected.
Okay.
Second question, which I feel silly asking, but I have to ask it because I'm doing the deep stuff and I totally missed the easy stuff. Managing pickaxes in a studio. How do I remove a pickaxe from a studio? Or I saw Eric's question here of how do you reorder them in a studio?
Okay, these are great questions. And this is one of the things we're working on making easier, because I do not like how this currently is. Okay. But that being said, when you are talking about removing a pickaxe from a studio, you're talking about, for example, this is a studio. We've got this stuff over here. We want to potentially remove stuff from over here or reorder it. Is that correct?
Yes, although I was actually looking at it, I guess, managing it from the previous page you were on where it showed the pickaxes. And of course, the 3 dots only showed delete there, not remove from this pickaxe. Do I need to go out to the view where you just were?
There is no such thing as a pickaxe that is not in a, like, we're going to start calling it a workspace. So I'm going to call it a workspace, but each of these folders we call them studios, but they're workspaces.
So I have a pickaxe, for example, that's in multiple that I wanted to move it from one to another. How is that
You
possible?
can absolutely do this, duplicate 2. And
I've done that, and now
it's
in. Okay, but I can't remove it from the previous one that it was in.
You can by deleting it.
Okay, so they're single units. Got it.
Yes. We're going to roll out a templating system in the next month or so, but generally between different workspaces, things are completely separate. Once you duplicate it, then it lives over there. I think we've got actually John over here who might have some questions about that as well. But
I want a parent-child setup.
Partially because of a conversation I had with John, we're thinking a lot more seriously about helping you to connect things between workspaces. But for now, That is how it works.
Got it. Thanks. That was the question.
Yeah. Thanks for asking it. Ravit, long time no see. How are you doing?
Hi.
Hey,
There we go. Here's the camera. Yeah, doing well. How are you?
I'm doing all right.
Well, first of all, I wanted to thank you for adding date sensitivity for the analytics for the Pickaxe usages. I was one of the advocates for that. So seen
Yes.
and appreciated.
Slowly but surely, we're doing the things.
No, it's great. Great. Okay, I have 3 small questions. Just
Okay.
some technical issues that I was encountering, and I'm sure you can just tell me how to overcome them. So first, I was trying to set up webhooks, but
Okay.
the thing I can't find is where. So I added the make webhook. And then
Okay.
I was trying to find the edit so that I can put my script, and I just couldn't find like where, because I saw this video. I forgot Andrea explained it. And in the video that he made, there was an edit button that I could put my script in, but I couldn't find it. So I'm sure I'm just not finding it.
Okay. We might be kind of I think the issue might be we might be between 2 different features, maybe. So this is like the webhooks in the Studio API, and some of the cool things that this lets you do is reach out to Make or any platform, right? Whatever you want, and it will pass some information when something happens. You can make it pass out information when somebody signs up for your Studio. It sends that off to your automation. When somebody pays for your Studio, it sends that off. And also when a conversation ends, 30 minutes after the last message, it will send a transcript
Of the whole conversation?
Of the whole conversation.
Oh.
You know, in case you want to use it for whatever, cool business you got going on somewhere.
Okay.
So that's kind of.
So this is for any Pickaxe in the Studio?
Yep. Yeah.
Got it. Okay, so I guess
it's kind of
that's
like a top level thing.
Yeah. Okay, that connects to a whole different question I had, because I've seen in one of the emails that you said that I can use Make to add people to add users to the Studio. So I'm guessing that's how to do it. Although this is post, I'm guessing I need the other one to do that.
This stuff is, and then you literally scroll like tiny bit up, and this is, but you don't have to worry about any of this because this is all complicated. You can just go to Make and it will do it. In fact, one second, let me grab that. I was just finding this for somebody yesterday.
Oh, perfect. So I can just set it up in there. This is a different
it's very
question,
easy in Make.
Also that I wanted to explain, because I wanted to know this too.
Let me just send this link here. Okay. That link will help you with this stuff that I just sent. But now let's go back to your question. Now, I bet your question might be more about, give it a second here, more about setting up, and this is really confusing, I know, setting up this thing.
Exactly. Yes.
I'll show you where to get the code.
Yeah.
I'll show you where to get the code, but actually, well, literally by Wednesday, this whole actions page is going to look a little different, and it's going to be a lot easier because it's frustrating me how confusing it is. Here's how you get the coding area if you want it. I don't recommend anybody goes here because it's bad. You have to click clone, and you have to just put something random in here for now. What that will do is it will make your copy of the action.
Yes.
Then you can edit, and you can get the code.
That's exactly what I couldn't find. So, like, why couldn't I find it? Let me just check.
I don't know.
So can I share screen and show you?
Totally. Yeah. And after we take a look at this, I'll show you that as of last week, there's actually an even easier way to do this. Okay.
Yeah.
Basic
Okay.
make webhook. You've got it connected.
So it's
Cool.
here, you see, and then I do
Yeah.
edit, and then I have my thing, but then it's like, where's the edit?
You have to clone it. This is really silly, but you have to click clone. You already have an action. Okay, so you already did clone it. Great. Go to the top, X out of this.
Oh, so I didn't-
Please hold on.
Yeah.
Go back to the top if you would. On the left there. Scroll back up.
Up.
Okay. Let's get rid of this one. Let's just turn it off maybe
This.
for now at least. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Now go down to the bottom. All the way. Yep. All the way to the bottom. Even
You're
further.
down.
Even further. There.
Whoa. Got
And
it.
now you could go wherever you need to go.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, great. And this is
Let me. Yeah.
and this is where I
This-
would need to edit to make sure that it's so I'll just edit and like
Yeah.
because I'm not an
If
engineer.
Andrea or if somebody else
I'm
has a
just
video
gonna-
about this, you can
Yes.
follow this. If you let me
But
take over
I-
screen sharing, I'm going to show you.
There's an easier way to do it.
I'm going to show you the next generation of this that we just launched. So some of
Alright.
these videos might be a little out of date.
Okay, yeah.
The way to do it, and we have to put out a video about this. We're still
Okay.
on, that's on the list. You click on this actually, add MCP server. You click make MCP server. And then in make,
Wait,
you go to
so
make
the
MCP server.
Right. MCP and then MCP
And-
server. Okay.
Yeah, and then what you'll do is within make, you can make an MCP server, and make will guide you through how to do that. They have a whole thing for it. Let me find the link for it. Make MCP server build one. One moment. Let's see where it is. I'm having trouble finding it actually. But let's see. Where the heck is it? They're not doing a very good job advertising their own product. Let me see. I'm going to log into Make right now.
Okay.
And okay. I'm in. I believe I can go ahead and do this. I don't want to be in this create scenario. I think. Let's see, what if I click this? Create agent. Whoa.
You're still sharing Pickaxe. I don't know if you want us to see
I
it.
know.
Fine.
I'm going through this for the first time actually. So what do we want this to do, Ravi?
Yeah, good question.
Like-
I'm blanking now, but send me an email. Like when the user says abracadabra, send me an email.
Okay, we'll call it send an email. An email when needed. Okay. What's going to happen here? Now I believe this. I honestly have not set this part up before. I have set this up with Zapier. I'm just now seeing that Zapier makes it a lot easier. But it might be that for the time being, you can take the advice that Andrea gave in that video and just stick with what you currently have. But you should be able to basically make a connection to a make MCP server, and the benefit to that over the webhook is that instead of going through all the code, it'll just automatically know. Basically, they'll talk back and forth to each other and say, "Oh, I need this extra piece of information you didn't give me. Let me give it to you." This type of thing.
Okay. So
Does
if
that make
I can,
sense?
yeah. So you're saying if I can figure out how to do it via MCP server,
It will be
then
much easier.
I wouldn't need the code.
Yeah. I
Okay,
did
so
set this up in Zapier, and I have people who have said they tested it in Make, but embarrassingly, I was just unable to
okay.
figure out how to do it.
So you say go
Um,
to the MCP section and then you just do add MCP server and then choose make.
yes, and that is how you get to that. And also something that, well, I won't keep. We're making some changes to this area like in the next few days, as I mentioned. So honestly, I don't even want to do too much explanation here because we'll save that for next week. But we're trying to make it easier to connect to more things. We're trying to make it less necessary to go into the code ever.
Yeah, I would love that because I mean, I tried it in ChatGPT just to see that I can do it because I could find the code section there, and they have this lovely assistant that like gives me the code that worked in the one time that I tried. Probably would not work in the second time I would have tried. But my plan was to like take that code that worked in ChatGPT and then just like ask it to make the modifications I need to just like get my Pickaxe code. That was my thinking.
Totally. And our little builder agent here that helps you
It can
next
give me
week
that
will
code too?
also be able to help you with this as well.
Perfect. 'Cause I was going to ask if you were going to have a feature like that as well. Okay.
Yes, though our goal is, though it will be able to help you with the code, our goal is that it won't have to because it will be able to find connectors that exist and help you use them.
Okay. Even better.
Better.
Would you not have to deal with the code? Okay, great.
Yeah.
So that was my first question about the webhook. Second question, you might remember last time I came, I asked about how I could connect my Pickaxe to, so I wanted the system prompt to be in a Google Doc. So I wanted to connect it to the Google Doc.
Yeah.
And then you explained that I could do it via the knowledge base of the studio rather than the Pickaxe
Yes.
itself. So that
Yep.
part worked. But then the problem was that my system prompt is too long. So when it's dividing it to chunks, it's only able to access like the first part of it. And I didn't know where I can I control the length of the chunks or how to deal to.
You can't control the length of the chunks, but you can control the amount of chunks it gets. So you should just take this amount slider and move it up. And then it will still chunk it, but it'll get all the chunks essentially.
Okay. And I can't, like it won't hurt anything if I just max it out.
No, it won't.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Third question, I'm starting to get various kind of small like bugs that I'm hearing from my users. And I'm not really sure what to do with those. So I'll give you a couple of examples. Well, one of them said that one of their chats in the chat history in one of the chats disappears. Like, okay, I don't know what to do about that. And another said that when they scroll, like when they are in a chat and then they type in like the chat window, they can't, like it hides too much of like the chat screen. I don't know if those things are helpful for you to hear or if they're even worth reporting. So I just thought I might as well ask.
You know, please write about it on the community forum for one thing. There's a feature requests area, but try to help us. Like we're working together to serve these customers. So let's do the work to like see what, test it ourselves. Like you test it, see if you agree. If you agree, you experience something, put it in the community forum. We will try to fix it.
Okay. So the community forum, you say, is a place to kind of bring up those stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. If it's small, like, you know, sticking in the community forum, we are watching that very closely. There's a feature requests area. Unfortunately, I am going to have to go at the hour. So I want to blaze through these last questions. John, or no, Douglas, sorry. Douglas Lyon.
Hey, how you doing? Can you hear me?
Good.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm a brand new user, literally in the last 78 hours.
Welcome.
And I'm not technically inclined per se, but I decided to move my custom ChatGPT over to this platform to see about monetizing it. And
awesome.
I can't find any data that tells me. I'm going to go back to the sliders of the token lengths. And let's start with the output length one. Is there any correlation that you can provide to me, like page-wise, a normal type page? You know how many pages a report might be considered, or a long essay, because that would, or a long report, because that would give me an idea of where I need to set it. You know what I mean? Because I do very technical. I'm a director of safety for an aviation company, and
cool.
we're creating in the safety department. It's called SMS, Safety Management Systems, and there's all kinds of particular processes you have to run to identify a hazard, to run through the safety risk management process, and that's all documented in my manuals. And people will add, say, run a risk hazard of a guy doing a circling approach at Aspen as a question. It's a perfect idea. And so it runs through this whole process, but the output is 4 to 5 pages sometimes. And so I'm trying to figure out where to set my output length.
The easiest thing to do, I mean, we try to give you these as a benchmark, but just treat this like a word count.
Okay.
For your max output.
You think one token's a word? That's
well,
not really
sometimes
true, right?
people say it's like 3/4 of a word, or it's like 5/4
so
of a
fine.
word.
I can do it as a word count. I can use. I just didn't have any sort of frame of reference. You know, I thought maybe you'd tell me, hey, a long report is 5 pages, or you know what I mean. I didn't know what to think.
Also, it's important
John?
to know that that's the upper limit. You can say, right, the max is 60,000 tokens, and it may only give you a short response. So it's not going to just keep adding
so
fluff.
I understand the max is the cutoff. So I had it down lower, and I saw answers were getting truncated. You know, they just weren't finishing, and I'm like, okay, so I moved it up to like 60,000. But that was my kind of next question. It doesn't really affect my usage or my cost. It's just if it's used or not.
Exactly.
Okay. So one more quick question, moving down the line to the input length. That's if you're typing in the chat window. What if a guy grabs and I allow uploads of a PDF? He uploads of 10-page PDF. Is it still using that length, so to speak?
No, it's not. It's using I don't even remember. Let's see.
No, I'm not uploading it to Knowledge. It's just the guy's throwing it in as an attachment in the chat.
It's not using that length. It will be unlimited, but
use what length? I'm sorry, you didn't come in right away.
It's not going to use this length. It will let them upload as big of a PDF as they want, but it will just smartly break it down. So we will use some techniques on our end to break it up into pieces. And depending on how long it is
that affecting my tokenization? My cost?
Well, we're putting it into a fixed amount, basically. So you shouldn't worry too much about it. Actually, this input length does affect it, but so it just won't be bigger than what you have here. So no matter how big of a document they upload, we will pick the most important parts of it that fit into this number of words, if that makes sense.
Okay, fine. Yeah, generally I foresee 1 or 2 pages, but I just didn't know how it affected an upload versus the physical typing of the input,
Makes sense. Douglas, really great to meet you.
You got to go. I know. You're on the hour.
Well, I just want to John has been waiting here for a little while. I just want to see quickly, John, if I can answer your question.
Yeah, I need to scrape a website that has a PDF. And I wasn't sure which tool to use. If I could share real quick. Okay, so, all right, Kansas City, they post all their inmates for jail on their website. They just update a PDF. That's all this.
Oh, cool! Wow.
They replace this PDF every day. I have a client who runs a news division in Kansas City, and they want to create a tool that can analyze this document. And I've done that with a competitor's tool where I could just go analyze. It'll create breakdowns of different snapshots and stuff. But I want to be able to do that. So here's a competitor's tool. I can see I can build charts and stuff with the data. I can't get it to work properly with Pickaxe. And I want to know, what tool can I use to scrape a PDF?
Well, our system will scrape a PDF for you if you just add it to the knowledge base.
But that's
We
the
handle
thing.
that.
I don't want to manually add it. This document is updated every day. So I don't want to manually
Our
add
system updates any website or link every day.
every day. Okay.
Automatically.
What time?
I don't know,
No. Okay.
but once every 24 hours.
Okay.
So just try adding it to the knowledge base and it updates every day.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you guys for jumping on. Usually we do go over a little bit, but today I have a meeting after this that I can't be too late to, but we do these twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. And we're always on the community forum watching. I've been on there a lot more this past week. So please just post there. I'll jump in, respond. I'm really excited for what's coming down the pipe with the product. A couple big new things. Anyway, it's going to be fun. Till next time. Thank you guys.
Thank you.